Welcome to our UGAHacks 10 submission, which is Rethink. So Rethink is a Chrome extension which aims to tackle the issue of polarization and a challenging digital media landscape that we find ourselves within today. So when you load up an article on CNN, for example, you might notice this book with Rethink installed, and that's going to pull up the Rethink application. So the first thing that Rethink does is it's going to provide you a list of sources which are related to this current article that you're reading. So here you can see that we've got, for example, an article about South Africa. And when we click on this NPR link, we've got an article about Trump in South Africa. So this is going to provide you with a long list of alternative viewpoints. And you can even see that we've ranked these sources so you can know exactly what you're getting yourself into. But that's still going to take time, and that's where the AI debrief comes in. So the AI debrief is going to find the 3 best sources, and then it's going to provide you a summary of what those sources contained that your main article didn't. So it's going to save you a lot of time, and it'll still get you those valuable new perspectives. Of course, if you really want to make sure that you're getting a good variety of perspectives, you're going to want to watch your media diet. So this is a score which is going to be calculated by Rethink. As you navigate to different web pages, it's going to notice that you're watching a lot of CNN as it tracks that. And so it'll point out that you are 53% of your news, for example, is coming from left sources, and 28% is center left, and maybe only 16% from the right. And it'll do the same thing for factuality and credibility. Now, all of those have been implemented and they work. This is the one function which has not been implemented and would be left for future development, and that's community notes. So the AI summary is a great tool, but it can only get you so far, and community notes help patch in the gaps where the other resources fail. Here, human users can upload their own fact checks as long as they support it with sources. It's very easy to imagine how you would implement this just with a database and accounts. So now I'll turn it over to Venn, and he can talk about how we built this application.
So the main meat of this application is the Flask backend. So going into the different tabs, first we're going to start off with sources. The main thing with sources is that we want to pull accurate, timely information. So we're going to use high-level keyword extraction and really efficient web scraping to try and find the best articles to search for with a news API, so we can make a fast call. Once we get a list of timely, credible, factual sources, we can then take the 3 most relevant or 3 most credible and put them into our debrief. So this is built off an open AI agent, makes an API request, and this is going to basically say, hey, can you tell us the information that is not in our main source article? And that's really, really useful because it can provide context that the user missed, as Nate described. Lastly, we're going to go into the media diet feature. So what that's going to do is it's going to create persistent storage on a user's machine or in their sessions. And like Nate said, track the amount of sources they visit and sites they visit. We run a basic algorithm and do some calculations in the backend to calculate their bias score. This is all scaled, whether that's on bias from -3 to +3, or factuality from -2 to +2. Generally, you want a neutral bias score and a higher factuality and credibility score. And that's Rethink. Thank you so much.